Anyway, nobody familiar with engine? Okay, then that's good. Start. And even for the end of the day, you can get a free credit of 2,000 US dollars to start with.
Oh, cash.
No, okay.
Voucher.
I wish it's cash.
Yeah.
I wish.
Virtual cash.
Oh, sure, cash.
Yeah.
Virtual cash, that's a credit to use engine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the agenda for today, I'm just going to introduce a little bit about App Engine, okay? And then I'm going to explain to you the benefits and the limitations for App Engine on PHP. And the most time that we'll be spending on sample code, how to actually build an application in PHP for App Engine and deploy it to the cloud. And also a little bit of outro things that you can follow up after this session. Right? So the introduction is going to be simple. App Engine for PHP was officially introduced at Google I/O 2013 this year on May 17. So the I/O team officially introduced App Engine, and they have a website here that you can go to. So Google App Engine for PHP. So there is a video here that you can watch to learn about the entire PHP platform on Google App Engine, and also this is where you can actually whitelist your Google account to be able to receive the limited preview and access to the PHP runtime.
Oh,
Okay, so you have to actually
enable
apply
it.
for that. And besides PHP, Google App Engine also supports three other main languages, which is Python, Go, which is Google language that's built by the Google team, and also Java. How many of you know Java?
No.
Okay, good. So the benefits of deploying applications in PHP for App Engine is that it's the most popular web programming language. A lot of people use PHP. WordPress users, okay, WordPress developers, Drupal,
Facebook?
yeah,
Facebook?
Facebook,
Yeah.
Facebook also use PHP. People say PHP suck, but actually Facebook uses PHP. So you can counter argument if anybody say PHP is bad because you don't know Facebook use it. So how do they can counter that? They cannot. Okay. But then again, what makes PHP language suck is not the language itself, it's actually the coders. Yeah, the developers write really bad code in PHP. And it's also because PHP is a language that's easy to start with when you are new into web development. Very easy, very natural, and also when you want to install your local development to get started, it's quite easy. There's a lot of different solutions out there. There's MAMP, WAMP, all those kind of things to enable you to get started with PHP quick and easy. So those are the one reasons why PHP is popular. On top of you can get started easily, there are also thousands of books on PHP. So you can buy them off the shelf, you can take them and you can take them home and then you can just use it as your reference. Until today, I still own a PHP 4 book, which was published in 2006. And most of the stuff, 90% whatever in my PHP 4 book is still relevant today. So you can just grab any kind of books to get started with. Although there are a lot of newer functions in PHP 5 that is not available in that book. But then again, those things you can learn over the time. So it's the most popular web language in the world. And if you want to find solutions, any kind of problems that you have, Stack Overflow is full of PHP problems and solutions as well. So it's easy. And the biggest benefit is that you can scale your PHP application on the Google Cloud. And this is the biggest selling point for building your application on Google Cloud platform and App Engine itself. So besides App Engine, which is the platform for you to put your application and run your application, you have cloud storage. This is similar to Amazon S3, where you can dump your file. It's basically a file storage system for your application. You can put a file there and you can download by HTTP. So via on the web. These are the three main key benefit if you build your applications in PHP or even in Python or other language, Go or Java, and put it on Cloud. You have the ability to skate at any point of given time. So one good story I have is that I when I worked for Media Prima. So one of the things that we did for the last general election was election results database. So we decided that the past few elections, our main problem is that the database, the result database that the previous developers have built always crash because we always put it on data center. We have our own server rack, dedicated server. But then again, hello, hi, welcome. Then again, whenever it comes to on election day, when a lot of people are requesting for the election results from our news sites and also from the application, servers has crashed. So for this year, I use Google Cloud specifically to host my election results. And the thing is, the result is that the system is going to crash. The inputters from our news team and also from the election commission, they use the system to update the database and it didn't crash also. However, the cost was slightly more higher on the period of 2 days. So in 2 days, my bill on my credit card was charged $1,200. But then again, that is also because I did not optimize my application. So I had a mistake on my part. I did not optimize it for scale, especially on the database queries. So the learning that I had was that I should have optimized it preemptively, but I did not. So I did building the application. Then again, benefit is that the system doesn't crash. I did not get scolded by my boss, and the readers for our news portals, TV portals, and everything, they have real-time updates on the election results, and it didn't crash. So that's actually the most important thing. And our system admin was actually goyang kaki, relax, just doing nothing. So it's beneficial for us because we find the benefit of not being not really pay attention too much on the device features. Just keep deploying fixes, bug fixes on the code and application. The downside is that if you don't optimize your application, you will get billed highly. Okay. So then again, if I look at the longer term, $1,002, that's equivalent at that time was about 3,800 ringgit. And within that 2 to 3 days period of time, I saved 30,000 ringgit of intercost. So which is a very good thing because I don't have to actually put my vendor on alert to standby and everything. Most of the time, enterprise they pay vendor a lot of money just to be on standby, and vendor will overcharge a lot of things. And also, I don't have to actually have my admin to be on standby for the next 3 days, 24/7. Because when you put admin on standby, they are also you are paying them salary, but there is also cost. Okay, so it's a good thing. There are some limitations in PHP if you are in Google App Engine. Google has disabled several functions, and most of these functions are very system-based. For instance, like this trace based, exec, and this is to execute shell commands, open the socket, links, and things like that. So these are actually system-based PHP functions that is being disabled in App Engine. If you most of the time when you build your web application, you don't need these functions. But sometimes when you build a PHP script to manage some system-based, system-level tasks, you use this. So as a programmer, you don't need to use this basically. So if you need to use these functions, you have to host it somewhere else, but not available in App Engine. Then also the other limitation is that some stream wrappers, outgoing stream wrappers, which is disabled by PHP on App Engine, like FTP, connection data, SSH, OGG, all these are disabled stream wrappers. FTP, if you want to enable FTP connection and also connect to another FTP server on another server, one server to the next. So that is disabled. Data is a data wrapper, and then SSH is basically opening up SSH connection. So all these are disabled in App Engine for PHP. But for Java, Go, and Python, these functions by default is not available in the PHP language. Okay, so also the other limitation is that the platform does not support outbound sockets. All these sockets like SSL, TCP, UDP, if you want to use build a port-based application, it's not enabled in PHP or Engine. So, but most of the time, as a web developer, you're going to use this application, these sockets.
That's your, which floor is this?
9.4. So there's a lot more in PHP and their limitations. You can go to this website to view all the quotas and limitations. Give you a preview what it is. So there is a quota in a lot of, say for instance like the blob store limit for the free, you can 5 gigabyte, channel API, and data store API. All these there are limitations to it if you use a free account. And most of the time, when you start building an application, the free account is sustainable for you. But if your application becomes a lot more popular, then it's best for you to attach your credit card or your debit card. You can actually attach your debit card if you use a Maybank card to the Google Apple account, and they will charge directly to your debit card. Okay, so now without further ado, I just want to start with a portion of it. So before you start Google App Engine, you should start download the Google App Engine SDK version 1.8.4, and the support actually starts in 1.8.1, but the best is to download 1.8, the latest one, 1.8.4. It has the latest updates, and then you have to have the PHP 5.4 CGI version. You don't really need to have a web server installed, and you need to have Python 2.7 installed in your computer. And then before you are able to deploy your PHP application to the cloud, you need to get yourself whitelisted. So these are the four main criteria before you start building applications for PHP applications for App Engine. So I just want to show you how does it look like. So I have pre-installed some of the stuff. Okay, so this is the App Engine SDK. Okay, I downloaded it up and then I unzip it, and this is the App Engine application that I built. So, and at the same time also I have a PHP. So this is the PHP CGI mode. So you have the runtime built in, and it's version 5.4 and above. Okay. So once you have all this installed, and also I just want to show you my Python version, just to ensure that you have it. So our Python version is 2.7.1. Regardless whether you are using Windows, whether you are using Mac or even the Linux system, most of the stuff you can find is on the it's all here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the SDK is available for Linux, Mac OS, and also Windows. So now, once I have this application all running, now let's get started building your first PHP app for App Engine. If you have installed, the Mac version of the SDK, install the Mac version, you have this.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's a Google App Engine Launcher, and when you want to build your first application, you can start by creating new application. Then you can give your App Engine application ID. And choose this is my destination folder. Then I select the runtime PHP. Then I create. Now, the current version of the App Engine Launcher for Mac and also Windows, they don't allow you to launch PHP applications through this. So if you say I have here some applications. Okay, so I have here is a Python application, so I can run it. So you can see from the socket here, it runs normal. Okay, and if I open up a browser for it, show you, and you can see the application itself. Okay, now for the new App Engine application for PHP, if I run it, you will receive this error. The PHP binary error, the path specified in the PHP executable path does not exist. So this is a software error, and the Google App Engine team is on working on it to fix the problem. Okay, so if I launch application, you can see this is the error I will receive. There you go. Path specified in the PHP executable path does not exist. However, in order for you to launch this application, for in order for you to launch a PHP application, you have to use if you're on a Mac, you use a shell. If you're on a Windows, you use a DOS command, DOS prompt. Okay, so there is a long. So you launch your app config Python script, and then that you to run the server, you launch the dev app server Python script, and then uh, you give the Python script the information of where is your PHP CGI module.
Oh.
Okay, and then followed by application name. So in this case, it was. In this case, it was.
So you have to like use Python to launch PHP.
Yes.
Hmm.
For your, that's why one of the requirements is to have a Python.
Yeah, that's why.
In your local dev. Okay. So then you launch the application. So you start the application, and you can view the website through this domain.
Can you change the port number?
No, you can specifically specify the port number.
Okay.
Yeah. So to view that, show you here.
Because I like got the MEM server installed, so it's localhost 8080 or so.
Yes.
That's why I get confused.
Most local development software for it to build builds on local development machine, they use port 8080, so you can actually change
Yeah.
ports if you want to.
Okay, better.
Is that running instance? Yeah. Let's build running instance.
Mm.
So when you create your app engine application through whichever method, it always supply you with two scripts. First
Okay.
script is the first script is the YAML part of YAML. So this script is quite important. It is to describe your application on the Google Cloud. So the name of the application, and this for this demo I did for app engine for PHP. The version is string. You can change to different numbers. Let's say the first version is 1 alpha. Okay, so this is allowed, but if you do 0.1, this is not allowed in App Engine. So if you want to specify that your version application is version 0.1, best practice is to do 0-1.
Oh.
Okay, or if you want to describe as version 1.2, is 1-2. Okay, then the runtime you can select as PHP, and then the API version now is version 1, and transit stands for. And these are handlers. This is where you describe your application URIs, and where those URI go to which script does it run. So let's say if there's a fav icon file here, then you describe it as a static file, and then it will be uploaded automatically into the cloud. And also for the rest of the handlers, you use this dot star setting, and then for any request that comes into the application, it will go to this file main.php. Okay, and this is the main.php. So it's basically, if you're familiar with PHP, it's you just open the PHP tag and then you
Mm.
just write echo OK. So just modify here, maybe save, refresh, it also automatically compiles. So it's quite simple. So two files, which is the app YAML file and the main.php file. So for the next one, I'm just going to show you a little bit of the available service on on App Engine. So go to the code again, and then I have a code here that I want to copy and paste. So this is the user service where you can actually find out about your user and something login system. So this is there are available libraries for PHP in Google App Engine, and then you can actually start using it. So it says here the user object, the user variable starts with a SSH object, and then get the hello user method, and then if there is a user, say hello user nickname. If there is no user login, then it redirects you to the user login.
Mm.
So see here, refresh this. So I'm asked to be logged in. Okay. So this is an example. This is my account. I just log in, and then it shows my WordPress example. Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to see this work on a real life situation, let us deploy this application to the cloud and see how it works with your Google account. So to do that, okay, to do that, there is an app config Python script, and then I update this to before I do that. Before you upload this to the cloud, you actually have to start. You have to build the App Engine instance. So to begin with the App Engine instance, is that you can log in to cloud.google.com/console. So
Mm.
when you log into the page, you can see this is the cloud console. You can see all the projects that I have here, and also projects that people have shared with me. Okay. Then you start a new cloud project, just click create project. Say this is GTUG GAE PHP platform. Okay, and the project ID has to be the same one that you use for when you created your project in your local development. So here the project ID is GTUG KL App Engine for PHP. If your folder name is different, you can refer back to your app.yaml file. It's this one. Okay, copy that. Then paste it here and create. Oh, it must be unique.
Because you got one down there already.
Which
That one.
This one.
this one is different. Let's see, let's go. Strangely, they always have these different intent pointer, reference room, echo cover, data signal. Never mind, you can just create this. Copy this one, create. Project. So you'll be presented with this. Okay, and you can see different cloud products available on App Engine, and also the cloud platform. So data store, compute engine, cloud storage, cloud SQL, BigQuery, things like that. So if I click on App Engine link here, I can see my App Engine dashboard. Okay. So back to this, let me copy this, and then I go back to this one, change this one, and open this one, and copy. Oh. So right now it's deploying the application to App Engine. Checks whether deployment is successful. Completed app is version is serving. Okay, done. Then I go back to my cloud console, App Engine console, refresh, and my application has been deployed. So you can check your version that is serving as a default right now. So it's version 1. Okay. Then you can see whether it's running or not. This one,
.appspot.com.
hello, because I'm logged in. Okay, if they say I am not logged in, please open. Then it asks for my email address. So I can here put it up here. In they will ask me whether to allow or not, permissions, allow, then hello GTG Malaysia. So this is how it works. Okay. So for the next one, I'm going to show you how to do some simple stuff. forms. So in your PHP file, just give me some load. Let's click here. Then I run the application. Local instance. So create a form with just like a guest project, hello world.
Hmm.
Just works beautifully. It's basically what you know about PHP development. We don't really need to change how you work. Just use whatever that you know. Okay. Then I want to show you also another way of how you can upload a static file or style sheet into your PHP application. So to start with, you need to modify your app YAML file. Okay, and you add another line of hello. So the URL, CSS, okay, and you add three CSS, save that, and in your terminal, you create a folder called CSS. Okay. So after you create the folder, you will go to the folder CSS, and then you create a new file. Save it as CSS. Just give this some style, so body, background color. Then in your PHP file, you can this is body, this. CSS style, just CSS file. Then now you launch the application. Oops. Okay, and you look at the result. Okay, your CSS file is attached. So to attach any kind of files, let's say you have an image, for instance, that you want to upload, or you want to create an image folder, you only need to add this. So this is to declare your PHP application that you have this folder, and then to allow any request to that folder, they deliver the file. So let's say I want to add another one, which is image folder. And just put here images, and declare it as a static directory. Images. Okay. Then I need to create the images folder, and I can just take any kind of images, place it there. So I have here an image that I downloaded, which is this App Engine logo. Okay. Then I put it into my PHP application. Yes. Images. Which one? And oops, messed up. Messed up. So basically all your static resources, if you want to have any kind of files that you want to upload to App Engine application, you can use this declaration. Okay. So anything that if you have developed in App Engine before in Python, Python especially, and also Go and Java may be different. Is there any kind of declaration that you have done here, you have previously learned before? It doesn't change. It's still the same. The only thing that changes in Python is how you point to the script that you
Default.
want to run. It's either a Python script or a PHP script. Okay. So the last step will be is uploading everything to the cloud, and again it's quite easy. Okay. So you can see right now it is uploading the static files that we just put up. It's waiting for everything to complete.
So do we have to like specify a different version number each time? Or
Not necessarily. The best practice is that when you really want to deploy a version number for people to test, then you can do that. I can
okay.
actually show you one example.
So is there one test version and one
One
production?
live version.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say this is version 1, right?
Yeah.
So when I run the app, go back to your dashboard. Okay, so by default, this is what is running right now. Okay, so let's say on your question, if you want to have a different version for test, different version for development, different version for deploy, for production. So you can actually change make those changes or specify that over here. Okay, so you can say this is version 1 dev. Okay,
Okay.
then I upload again. So it actually will take whatever version that you specify there, and then we upload based on that.
Uh,
Check so the app is updating. Okay, app is updated. Then you go back to your app engine dashboard, and you can see there are two versions that's been deployed. So by default, I specify this version as by default. Okay. If you want to do testing, you can actually send your this test URL one-dev.resolute.export.com to your testers. So they can just test this version first. And once you are satisfied with this version, you can just select here and then you
make default.
Then it will automatically take that version and put it as a production.
Okay.
So this allows you to develop or multiple developers can actually develop. One person will develop the production version and manage the production version. One developer is doing that version. So you can have multiple different version of application running at the same time and be tested at the same time as well. Then once you're ready for the development version is ready, you can just deploy it and make it default. So this is one of the few benefits of using App Engine for your application. Okay, so it's quite easy. And at the same time also, you can also split the traffic for different versions. And you can add where this version carries certain amount of traffic.
Oh.
The next version carries certain amount of traffic. So you can actually split the traffic from the main version of one, you split it to the next one. You can split to the next one.
So you can have sort of a CDN sort of thing.
Yes, and also you can. This is perfect for
So
A/B
load
testing.
balancer.
This is perfect for A/B testing.
Yeah.
Quite perfect for that. So you can specify how many percent of the traffic should go to this one, or you can just split 50-50. That one to this one. So it will see lah. Then from here, to view how people are using your application, you can go to the logs dashboard and you can see all the logs waited for you. So you can find out which is error, there's an info, there's a warning, there's an error, anything, something about information. So just to show you how it looks like on the dashboard. Okay. So this is a summary of your performance of the application. And this is shown by total error, total requests. So as you can see from here, I just got one request here. Okay. And then you can also see your usage of your resources. This is the free version. So you can see your front end instance hours, back end, how many usage and there are limits. This is quota limits. So once you go over this limit, you will be charged. Or first time, if you did not attach your credit card, if you did not enable billing, it will be throttled to a certain extent. They won't disable, but they will throttle. Okay. So I'm not sure billing. So you can enable your billing. So you see also how many instances is running your application. You can run cron jobs, you can run task queues, and you can see your quota details. Okay. And you can see your application settings. So application settings is quite cool. This is where you can see your application name, your identifier, this is the account name. You can set the cookie default expiration. You can set what kind of authentication type that you want to use for your application. By default, it's using Google accounts, meaning to say anybody with Google Gmail.com or Google.com or even Google Apps for domain account can use your account, can use your application to log in, or you can specify Google Apps domain. Let's say I have a nazrul.com domain, so I can specify only users from nazrul.com can log into your application. So this is useful if you have, let's say, Google Apps for education, or your business is using Google Apps and you want to build any internal applications, you can just specify that users for that domain can log into this application. So it's quite useful. Then you can see the stuff, and also over here you can see how you can manage instances. So over here there are four classes of instance. One's a 600 megabytes CPU with 128 megabit memory, then F1, F2, F4, and this is the highest instance. And the thing about this is that this means that you're running two instances of this. Okay, this means you're running 4 instances of that.
So
Okay, so if you like you're building an application, if you see you selecting the F1 instance and you scale your idle instances, say you just say you have one idle instance, it means they have one instance. Okay, but if you select this one, it means you have 2 instances.
okay.
So 1 times 2, and if you have 4, 1 times 4. So one of the problems that I had when I deployed my election result database is that I used this and basically I was overcharged also on the amount of instances. So be careful when you want to use this because it can also affect your billing. And over here you can set up the amount of instances. It's come in AWS, they call it as reserved instance. So you can set up the amount of instances to be on standby. Okay, and then you can also set up latency. Okay, and there's a lot of other configurations here that you can play with. And there's two features that most people are not familiar with, most developers are not familiar with. One is add domain. Add domain allows you to attach, let's say, gtug.org domain to the App Engine application. But for that to happen, you actually have to apply, let's say, gtug.org. You actually have to buy the Google Apps for domain first.
Okay.
Okay, and that one will cost you about $50 per year for one user account. So there is a program from App Engine where if you want to enable, because there's no more free. Last time you can set up a Google Apps for domain for free for 500 users. Then 6 months later it's only allowed for 10 users. Then 1 year later it allows only for 5 users. Then earlier this year it only allows for 1 user. By May 0 user. So there's no more free account. So you can actually register your Google Apps for domains. You pay for the first user, $50. Then they have this, they have App Engine credit. So let me see. App Engine credit after Google Apps.
Well, what I got to know is those free accounts are still free.
Your free accounts is still free. If you register before May, those accounts are still free. I still have those.
So I have two company email accounts because one is free and the other one is
paid.
paid.
So the rule is that you have to pay for the Google Apps for $50. Then you fill in a form. Then Google will reimburse you $50 in App Engine credits.
Okay.
So basically you're getting a App Engine credit for whatever you pay.
So you're paying for the app
Yes,
app
so
credit. Okay.
pretty much what you're doing right now, you're $50 you're paying not only for your apps domain, but also for your App Engine credit.
Okay.
So there is a form here. Okay. Google App Engine credit for new custom domains. Okay. And you can only for 3 domains, 1 person. and usually it takes about 21 days, and I got one as well, so and it works. So yeah, you still have to pay lah in the end. So they are fixing this. They are trying to figure out a way of allowing app engine developers to attach a domain and create a free Google Apps account. So how they're going to do it, when they're going to deploy it, I have no idea. It's in the pipeline basically. And let me show you the app engine dashboard. And another new feature which is push to deploy.
Git.
So if you have a Git repository and if you use Git in development, so you can actually push to deploy, have that Git repository attached to your App Engine instance. Then you can just enable push to deploy. So you don't really have to deploy it from the way you saw I did it, all everything in command line.
So you just have to just git push and that's it.
Yes. So you don't have to do this command line deployment. You
Yeah.
can just ask the App Engine to pull whatever is new from your Git repository. So these are very two cool new features that you know available in App Engine. So this is the console. There are other stuff like you can set permissions, which developer or who can access this App Engine dashboard. There are three roles, which is the owner, developer, and viewer. And also you can blacklist IP address accessing your App Engine account, App Engine application, and also you can see your event logs for what has happened. Okay. So this is the App Engine dashboard, and also I want to show you the Google Cloud Console. So this is the application that we just created. In the Google Cloud Console, also you can enable APIs to work with your App Engine application. So over here, you can see I enable the Google Cloud Storage, meaning to say I can automatically start using cloud storage. There are other APIs like Ad Exchange, AdSense, Analytics, BigQuery, Blogger, Calendar, a lot more other APIs that you can start playing with. Google Hangouts, also there is Street View. You can Street View image API is basically you have all these images, then you can use this API to stitch them together and put it on the map. It's really cool. And YouTube data. So there are like hundreds of others APIs that you can start with. I recommend if you want to start building applications, you can start using Places API, Creation API. I recommend you using Google Plus API, and then Maps you can enable all the cloud messaging for Chrome, cloud messaging for Android, and all other stuff. You can see the registered applications. Okay. This is notification and endpoints, and also other stuff where is permissions, billing, and stuff like that. So this not enabled for billing. So if you look, if you want to see how it looks like for billing, I can show you this one. Oh, it's not showing this. Okay, then other stuff that is available here, also you can see your compute engine. This is basically enables you to create Linux instances. It's similar to Amazon EC2, where you can create instances to run large batch processing. This is cloud storage, and you have cloud data store and other stuff as well. Okay. So this is the cloud console. It's really useful. When you want to start development on the Google Cloud, you can go to cloud.google.com/console. Now, this is what I have to show for now. And getting yourself whitelisted on App Engine. This is quite important. Okay. This is the website, and you can get yourself the email account whitelisted. So register, okay, this is because I registered. Let's say if you are not new, still new, register. Okay, so I use this email account. I try to register and it's in the queue. So usually it takes about 1 to 2 weeks to get yourself registered. Then after that you can actually start deploying your PHP application on the cloud. Okay. And last but not least, be sure to read the PHP documentation on Google Developers website, and this is how it looks like. Okay, PHP developer guide. You can see there's a lot more stuff that you can read about here. Hello World, user services. You can read about the API reference. You can read about how to store data on Google Cloud, SQL, Google Cloud Storage, and you can see what other services that is enabled for PHP. Okay, and you don't forget to sign up to be whitelisted, and also join the App Engine for PHP community on Google Plus. So this community is very useful if you want to have your want to have yourself whitelisted quickly. So you just register, and then make sure when you want to post something here, you say hello. I need to be whitelisted.
Doesn't work.
Well, it works. It works. Try again lah. And then whitelisted. And also, because they will have one guy assigned to monitor this. So you say your email address, and also important is the app ID that you attach to it. So you say JDG Malaysia. Okay, so app ID JDG Malaysia. So they will see this message, and then they will say, okay, I will whitelist you quickly. Okay, so that's quite easy. Okay, so join this community, get yourself whitelisted, and as you can scroll down more and stuff, people asking you the pre-release. You can see all the pre-release, and you see people whitelist my account, please. They try to get themselves whitelisted. So the Googlers are responding pretty fast if you communicate them on this community.
Yeah, arrange.
There. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, I think this is Google.
Yeah, that's the guy I saw.
Yeah, he's a product PM guy. So long, end of May, but still not able. Wow, you must be one of those thousands that got listed. Okay. Now there is one more interesting bit, which is installing WordPress on App Engine. So this one is a challenge. Uh, there is a full article on how to run WordPress on App Engine. Okay, you can actually learn how to do this here. I'm not going to go through this here because it's a long tutorial. Okay, but a couple of things, benefits of doing this. You learn about because in WordPress you need to have domain rewrites to enable domain rewrites like slash blah blah
Yeah,
blah blah
the
blah,
SEO
right?
stuff. Yeah.
So you learn how to manage that in App Engine. You will also learn how to enable billing for your App Engine account. You will also learn about how to change your MySQL to configure your WordPress to work with Google Cloud SQL, and you also have a chance to learn how to use your configure your WordPress to work with Google Cloud Storage, because when you upload photos and all that, it needs to go to a storage, right? So in this case, they will show you how to do that on Google Cloud Storage instead of using App Engine. There's a very big difference. In layman's term, if you upload static files on cloud storage, it's cheaper. If you upload static files in App Engine, it's more expensive. It's as easy as that. Okay, so Please read through this, and I have the URL here, and I would share the slides over on the event page. So this is good for you to start learning about how to use advanced features in PHP for Google Cloud application. Other than that, there is one more thing. There is this competition called Google Cloud Developer Challenge. It's a global competition for developers to enter, participate, and build their applications on the Google Cloud. Okay, so the events have started last September. You can see here. Okay, so there are key dates here. So the event started in September. The first round submissions is in 21st November. Then they will have semi-finalists to be selected by 5th December. January 5th, semi-final apps resubmitted, and then next year, January 28th, the winners will be announced. Okay, so the cool thing is that every region has a chance to win. Okay, and developers that goes into the semi-finals will win one Android phone. Each team member will win one free Android phone, whichever region that you're from. Okay, and then when you go to the finals, you have a chance to win 20,000 US dollars for each region. Okay, the applications that you can build here are several categories: enterprise, small business, education, not for profit. Some you can even build for social, personal productivity, games, and fun, things like that. So every region has one. The only thing is that it must be a web application. It cannot be a mobile app or Android or native application. It must be a web app. Whatever it is, you build everything for the web. So then you are eligible to enter this contest. If you're planning to build a mobile application for and then as your front end and then you use App Engine as your back end, you are not eligible. You must build your front end and back end on Google Cloud. Okay, and it has to be web. Okay, so when you have this also, you can apply 2,000 worth of Google Cloud Platform credits. Okay, there's a promo code here, and this credit is divided into two. One is the App Engine credit, 1,000 US dollars. The second is Google Compute Engine. Okay, so this is interesting, and if you want to check out last year's winner, there are links here. Okay, and if you can see, some of the applications are very simple, and yeah, very simple. And the key here is that is execution. That means you build something to the finish line, and people can actually use it. And then when you get feedback from the judges will tell you what's wrong with your application or maybe some ideas to improve on it. You work on it, and then you submit again for finals. Then you probably have a big chance to win. Okay, so for Southeast Asia, last year there's only like two countries that submitted, from Philippines and from Singapore, and they are both winners here. So last year there was no Malaysian, so this year we want to see some Malaysians to enter this competition. So the unofficial news is that the winners from this Cloud Developer Challenge will stand a chance to win a ticket to Google Island. Not flight ticket, but event ticket. Okay, so you actually have to fly yourself there first.
Okay.
Okay, so this is unofficial. They don't have any official announcement behind that. You stand a chance to win a ticket. Okay, so that is that for today. I encourage you to enter the developer challenge. It's very fun, and you get to compete with other developers out there. And there will be sessions, checkpoints that you can join in Google Hangouts to ask questions about what to do, what you can do, what you cannot do. So I urge everybody to join this competition. Win 20,000 US dollars. If the least that you can do is just win a free Android phone, so at least that's cool. You can come back with an Android phone for free. Okay.
Actually, how do you actually enter?
Yeah.
How do you actually enter? There's no form or
Okay.
something.
There is no form now. So what you have to do now is start building your application.
Oh, okay.
Your deadline is November
November 21.
November 21st.
Okay.
Then they will open a form for you to just submit your details, blah blah blah,
Oh,
blah,
okay,
team
okay.
name, and then your application ID. then they will review your application for that. Then I think a couple of weeks later they know about whether you actually go on to the semi-finals. The cool thing is that by the time you let's see, let's review lah. So there you go. So the first round, November 21st, 10 X two categories go to semi-finals. Okay, then X moves semi-finals in each region. Okay, so there are prizes in every round. This is interesting. So round one you get Android devices. Round two you get if you are women you get more prizes actually. So if you have a team you take a women inside. So solely a woman, the team will be awarded additional 2,000 USD. So there's only one woman inside this meetup, so you can join solo if you want to. And then
These people
university
from
team
Apit.
also. If you made it to semi-finals, you can get additional 1,000 US dollars. Okay, and then the first prize in semi-finals, each region will receive 20,000. Okay, there will be a total of 12 winners. Then if you are a team from universities, okay, they will win about 18,000. Okay, and six mentors, one major developers anywhere in the world with 3 or 5,000 dollars. Okay, so please enter. The mentors are, I think the one in KL is, or at least in Southeast Asia will be announced soon. I haven't got a name yet, but I will announce it. So these are the chance for you to win some money lah. So if you cannot make it for the final, make it for round one. You get 1,000 US dollars enough already. Got one new Mac Pro. So so I encourage you to join this, and I think that's it for today. If you have any questions, to ask about this topic.
What sort of so far what sort of project that use Google App Engine? You did mention about the election. So those election is to collect data from voting, or what sort of app is that?
Actually, you can build any kind of applications. That election results is an example.
Yes, yes.
The election result app